Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, and this is actually for a 21st party I had. So I'm just using my micellar water here to cleanse my skin, which is my favourite sort of cleanser for just really quick cleansing my skin. So yeah, I'm just wiping that over with a cotton pad, and now I'm just going on to my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, which is my fave. So as you can see, I don't sort of hold back on this. I use quite a lot because my skin is so dry at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to massage that in before I apply my makeup. I'm actually starting with my brows today, which is something that I don't always start with, but I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift, and this is in the shade Supermodel, and I'm just going to use that to kind of fill in my brows quite roughly. I like to fill them in quite sort of rough and a little bit messy, and then you'll see in a second I go through and brush them out and sort of clean them up with a little bit of concealer, which I'll do in a second. So now here I'm just going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is kind of on like a flat concealer brush. I don't really know where this is from, but I'm just going to clean up my brows with this. I did actually do the top as well, and in a second I'm also going to do the kind of monobrow bit, the centre of my brow, just to clean that up as well. So now I'm just taking the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. I'm just using this to set my brows in place. I really like this product. It really does set my brows in place basically all day. So yeah, now I'm just taking a little bit of concealer. This is the same concealer that I use for my brows. I'm just going to prime my eyelids with that and just go over with this Charlotte Tilbury powder in shade 2 just to set that all in place so my eyeshadow doesn't crease. So now I'm actually going in with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and this is on a Morphe 505 brush. I'm just going to be taking this shade here that I'm pointing to and popping that in the crease of my eye, just kind of using windscreen wiper motions, and I'm just building this up until I get it to the sort of colour intensity that I like, which I actually do sort of change my mind in a second and kind of go over this colour with a darker one, but you don't really need to do this step, but yeah. So now I'm just taking the Naked 3 Urban Decay palette, and I'm taking this shade here and just basically putting that right over the top of what I've already done, because I decided that I actually wanted to do more of a kind of cool toned pink makeup look. So yeah, I'm just going over that with this shade. I think it was called Muna. So just going over that with the Morphe 505 brush. So now I'm just moving over to the MAC 242 brush, and I'm going to be taking this shade here called Factory, and I'm just going to be basically just pressing that on my outer corner, so this will just give a little bit of depth to the eye and just kind of darken it up a little bit on the outer corner as well. So now I'm just going in with this last sort of brown black shade with a little bit of glitter in it, and I'm taking that on a Charlotte Tilbury smudger brush, and as you can see I'm just sort of smudging that near to the lash line and then just blending that out again with that same matte brush. So this brush here is the Morphe G20, and I'm just going to be basically spraying that with some Fix Plus and using the shade Buzz from the same palette. And basically I'm just going to be popping this on the eye to almost create like a cut crease. So I didn't actually cut my crease with concealer, but as you can see I'm applying this as if it was a cut crease makeup. So this is something that I do when I can't be bothered to actually use concealer. And then I'm just using this lighter shade here just to pop in my inner corner, which I do actually go back over in a second, but yeah. Now I'm just swiping away any excess fallout from my face using this Charlotte Tilbury brush, and now I'm just going to create a wing using the Charlotte Tilbury Feline Flick eyeliner, which, to be honest, I did have a little bit of a nightmare doing my eyeliner, so I actually do most of it off camera, but this is what it looks like at the end. And now I'm just moving straight on to foundation. This is the Maybelline Super Stay 24 Hour Foundation, which is literally my favourite full coverage foundation. So as you can see I'm just blending that in with a beauty blender, and I'm going to make sure that I take that all the way down my neck as well. So I'm just applying a little bit of lip balm to moisten my lips and just going straight into concealer. This is the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and I think this is in the Neutralise shade, which is quite yellow for me, but it does help to really highlight my face. I'm just using that in all of the usual sort of highlighting and concealer spots, and then yeah, just blending that in again with a beauty blender. As you can see, this concealer is super creamy and it's really easy to blend as well. I love this one. And now I'm just going straight in with Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm just going to use that to bake my under eyes, and I'm also going to use this to bake my smile lines as well, as you can see here, because I do also get creasing in my foundation there. So now I'm just going on to the Hourglass. This is the Sheer Colour Trio, and I'm just using the bronzer shade of that. And I'm just using this Hollywood complexion brush from Charlotte Tilbury and just using that to kind of lightly kind of bronze and contour my face. It wasn't really a contour, but I just used this to kind of warm up the perimeters of my face. This stuff is really, really super pigmented, so I didn't actually use a lot of this, even though you can see that it gives a really good colour payoff on the skin. It blends like a dream, and I'm also just using that a little bit down my chin. Now I'm just swiping off the excess powder that I used to bake under my eyes with a Charlotte Tilbury sculpting brush, and this is just a little bit of excess product left over from the bronzer contour, and I'm taking that down my nose. Now I'm just going in with Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter, and I ended up putting on too much, as you can see, and now I'm just sort of blending that in. This is a Morphe brush, just using that to highlight the tops of my cheeks and my nose. And now I'm just going in with this Glam terracotta bronzer, and I'm just basically using that to set what we've already done with the Hourglass Sheer Colour Trio, just basically patting that over the top of everywhere that we put that product before. I have no idea why my mouth is open like that, it's so gross. So now I'm just going in with this massive Charlotte Tilbury bronzer brush. I'm just taking that same bronzer all the way down my sort of neck and jawline area just to blend it in. And I'm now using Ecstasy blush from Charlotte Tilbury and just using that on the Charlotte Tilbury blusher brush. And I'm just using that to obviously add a little bit of colour to my cheeks. Now I'm going back in with that first shade we used called Nuna, just on a Charlotte Tilbury smudger brush, I believe, and I'm just taking that under my lash line. And now just taking a little bit of the shade Factory, which we used before, on the outer corner of the under eye. And I'm just basically drowning myself here in Fix Plus and then fanning myself dry with my Spanish fan that I got, which I love. So now I'm just going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes mascara and doing a coat of that, and as you can see in a sec, I got it all over my face, which is just perfect. I do this all the time. I don't even know why. Like, I'm such an idiot. So I'm just getting that off my nose and just patting that back over with foundation. And yes, I'm just applying a little coat of this because I'm going to be applying false lashes. These ones are the So Sue lashes in Dubai, and then I'm just going to go straight onto lip liner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pink Venus, and I'm basically just going to be overlining my lips with this and applying it quite a lot to my actual lips as well, as you can see. And then I'm just going to be using one of my favourite nudes of all time. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Bitch Perfect lipstick, and I'm just going to be going all the way over the top with that. So here I'm just applying a little bit of the Stila Kitten eyeshadow into my inner corners, and now I'm actually going to be showing you how I did my hair, which was really simple. I basically just brushed it through with my Tangle Teaser, and in a second I kind of section it off from the top of my ears downwards, and then I'm basically just going to be doing my hair straight today. I did want it to be sort of like really sleek and smooth, so I'm just using my Tangle Teaser to help me straighten my hair. As you can see, I have quite long hair, so this did take me about sort of 10 to 15 minutes to straighten my whole hair. And yeah, so this is the finished look, everyone. I hope you guys really like it. I really like the way it turned out, actually. If you did enjoy this video, then please give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.